the good horse when you want to buy a horse or a mare, choosing the perfect or the good horse for what you want. How to choose a good horse, how to know the good horse from a bad horse when you want to buy a horse or you want to own a horse, ride a horse, whatever. Now, as I said before, people should have a goal in horsemanship. You have a goal, you have something that you want to achieve. So some people want to ride horses for show jumping, some people want endurance riding, some people want dressage, some people want pleasure riding or whatever. So you have a goal. So the horse you choose must be good for your goal. A show jumper needs a show jumper, a jockey needs a race horse, or race horses owners need race horses, so it depends on what you want. But how to choose the good horse? The first step, in my opinion, is, after knowing what you want with the horse, is to know that people will tell you their opinion. Sometimes they are right, sometimes they are wrong, but their opinion has nothing to do with what you want. For example, when you want to buy a horse from me, I am saying that the horse is good. He's not bad at all. I'm giving you the good things about the horse. But still, the good things I'm saying, although they are true, but they are not good for you because you don't want him for the same reason I want him for the same goal I want him for. I want him for endurance riding, you want him for show jumping. So my good horse is a bad horse for you, and your good horse is a bad horse for me. So a lot of horse people, when they sell you their horse, of course sell you their horse or car, whatever, they will lie to you, but especially in horses, sometimes they give you true things about the horse. They are not lying to you. They are giving you the truth. But the truth, if you want the horse for the same reason they want him for. If you have the same goal that they have. Are you buying the horse because you want to sell him with a better price? Are you buying the horse because you want to win in a race? Are you buying the horse for breeding? You want to sell his children, foals or fillies? What do you want to do with the horse? That's the first step. Know exactly what do you want to do with the horse. What do you want the horse to do for you or with you? That's the first step. The second step is to know that what they say, either they are honest or not, makes no difference. It doesn't matter what they say because they say it in their way, in their position, in their case. If you want the horse for the same reason they want him for, then okay. If they are experts, then take their opinion. If not, then their opinion makes no difference to you, and your opinion makes no difference to them. So it doesn't matter what they say or what they think. What matters is what you think and what people who have the same goal that you have think. Like someone who wants to buy a horse for show jumping should take show jumper's opinions. Find a good show jumper and take his opinion about this horse. Don't take the opinion of an endurance riding or a dressage rider or a jockey or whatever. So know what you want. Know who to take your opinion from. It should be someone who wants the same goal that you want. That's the second step. Third step is to know how good you are in horsemanship. For example, a good show jumper wants a good show jumping horse, and he is an expert. He's a good rider. So if he buys a horse that has a problem because of people, was trained in a bad way because of people, it's not a real problem for him. He will fix the horse and fix what they ruined, then he will win. Now, when he does it, it's right. It's correct in his case. If you do it, it's wrong. Because you're not good enough to fix the horse. You will ruin the horse. So it was a good option for him. It's a bad option for you, although both of you want the horse for show jumping. So the third step is to know how good you are in horsemanship. Not any good horse is good for you. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying he's doing bad things because of them. And you are not good enough to fix what they ruined. Why buy the horse? You cannot blame him for giving you bad reactions and actions because of them, and you're not good enough to fix him, so he will keep giving you bad actions and reactions. So the third step is to know how good you are in horsemanship. Then you look at the horse and see the things you love and see the things that you hate. In my opinion, there are two main things in the horse. You have the body and you have the bloodline. You have a pure horse. It doesn't matter good or bad. He is pure in bloodline. For example, Arabian horses in the past, some of them are ugly, not good at all. They don't have good bodies or beautiful bodies. But still, their bloodline is very, very pure. They don't sell the horse. When you ask them why, they say it's because of the bloodline. If she is bad, if he is bad, it's okay. She or he has the bloodline, so her foals or fillies will become good. So we save the bloodline, and with time the good horses will come. The second part is the body. You look at the body of the horse. Of course, people have different opinions about it. As I said before, to me, a big horse or a small horse, a tall horse, a short horse, makes no real difference. You cannot say every short horse is bad. You cannot say every tall horse or long horse with a long back or a big horse is good. Sometimes big horses are bad. A lot of times short horses are good. For example, Northern Dancer, one of the most famous or the most famous thoroughbred horses of all time, he was very, very short. As far as I can remember, 15.7 or 15.8. That means some Arabian horses, especially Polish Arabians, are taller than him, and longer than him, and bigger than him. The most famous thoroughbred of all time, in my opinion. So, because he did something, and his children achieved good things too. So, he's a champion, and his children, foals and fillies, were champions too. So, still, the size makes no real difference. So, it's not about how tall, how high, how big, how small. You look at the body as one piece, as a total package. If you feel all the sides are beautifully put together in a nice way, good way, you don't see a part much bigger than the other part, you feel that there is balance in the body, and that's a good body for the horse. If not, then it's a bad body. So you have two sides: the bloodline, which is something you can see if you are a real expert. You can see it in the eyes or the movement or whatever, or you can see it in the pedigree or the papers of the horse. But at the end, you have the bloodline and the body of the horse. That is the fourth step. How good is the horse when it comes for the body and the bloodline? If you like him, if you want him, then you go and check his injuries. Is he injured or not? Does he have any real injuries or bad injuries that will be affecting his show jumping or racing or whatever you want him for, or whatever you want him to do? So you check the injuries. You have, of course, front legs or what we call hands, especially tendons. The tendon, the area between the hoof and the knee, is the most important thing in the horse. If the horse has a problem with the tendon, that's it. You cannot fix it. If it's a real problem in the tendon, the horse will not be fixed. He will get better, but he will not be like a horse who has no problems in the tendons. It's like a car that has a problem with the engine. You can't fix it and make it become as good as it was. So the most important part or side in the horse when it comes for injuries is the tendon, the area between the knee and the hoof. You have the hooves, then you have the joint, then you have the tendon, then you have the knee. The area between the knee and the hoof or the knee and the hooves is the most important area in the horse. That's why they use bandage or cover it with stuff in the trailer, or when they ride the horse in long distance or in the track or whatever. So you check the injuries in the horse: shoulders, thighs, back, his neck, his muscles, his tendon, his knee, his hoof, or all his hooves. After you check the injuries and you feel or think that the horse is okay, you start to look at the movement of the horse. Although the movement has something to do with the body. I said we have the bloodline, then we have the body. The way of moving has a lot to do with the bloodline and the body itself. But still, you need to see the horse when someone is leading him or when he's playing in the paddock and see how he moves. If you like the bloodline, like the body, he's not injured, still he's moving in a good way, then he is a good option. If not, then he's a bad option. So you have a lot of steps that you need to know. First of all, what do you want to do with the horse? Don't care about their opinion, care about your opinion. 2, you have to know which people to ask their opinion. Ask the people who want the same goal that you want, not the people who have a different goal. If they have a different goal, then their opinion will be completely different, although it's right in their position, in their case. But it has nothing to do with you. Third step is to check the horse, bloodline and body. Then see if he's injured or check his injuries on his body and make sure that he's not injured at all. Then see the way he moves by letting someone trot the horse or cattle the horse and leading, or letting the horse or making the horse play in a paddock or a big open place, then of course if you are able to do it, you can try the horse and guide him before buying him, or lead him before buying him. So there are a lot of things that you need to do before buying the horse. Of course, a lot of people know it, but when they want to buy, they forget a lot of these things. They just go to someone and ask him about his opinion about his horse. He will lie to you. And sometimes he's not lying, but he's giving you something that has nothing to do with the truth for you. It's true in his opinion, in his case, but not in your case. For example, mares in the market are always better than stallions, with some exceptions. The stallion is very, very famous, then he will be more expensive and better. But in a common general way, males are better than stallions. Females are better than males because you can take the female when she's injured, you can breed her. If your mare is injured, you can breed her. If your stallion is injured, especially for race horses, and he's not a good stallion, he's not good for anything. So mares in the market, in a common general way, are better than stallions. But does that mean mares are better than stallions or males? No. In my opinion, some stallions are better, some geldings are better, some mares are better. So it depends on what you want. A lot of horse people, especially businessmen, want you or ask you or tell you to buy mares. They are absolutely right in their case if you care about the business side. Because if you buy a mare, you have a better option or a different option if she gets injured. If she does not give you what you want, she's not winning, she's injured, okay, breed her. You will get foals and fillies from her and sell her or sell her sons and daughters. So when you think about the business side, in a common general way, mares are better, with the exception of very famous stallions. But in a common general way, mares are better. But half of horse people or horse riders are not buying the horse to sell him. They are buying the horse to keep him. And when you ask them to buy a mare, in my opinion, most mares are more afraid than stallions and geldings. Mares are active, especially hot-blooded mares or warm-blood mares. They are hot compared to stallions. The stallion wants to play with when he's around other horses, and that's it. So if you avoid the horses, he will be calm and give you what you want. But with the mare, she's always afraid. Outside the stable, she's afraid. You are heading to the stable, she's afraid. With horses, she's afraid. In front of horses, she's afraid. Behind horses, she's afraid. So the problem of mares is fear. The problem with stallions is just being, let's say, naughty or bad behavior because of us. So you can avoid that by changing the position. Ride them alone, and that's it. With the mare, ride her alone, she will give you more bad reactions because of the bad way you are acting or reacting with her. So, to me, mares are more dangerous than stallions in so many cases. Still, they are asking the beginners to buy mares and not stallions. Why? I will tell you why. They are asking them to buy mares and not stallions because, to them, they always think about the business side. Okay, we know you are a beginner, you want to learn. Okay, buy the mare, learn from her. If she's not good, sell her. That's your opinion. He does not want to sell the mare. So some stallions are better, some geldings are better. In my opinion, although, especially to Arabians in the past, gelding a horse is an insult. Even in religion it was forbidden. So it's a bad thing to do in the past. But if you have a gelded horse, the gelding is better than the mare and better than the stallion for beginners because he doesn't have the problem of the mare, which is being afraid of anything, if you are a bad rider. And he does not have the problem with the stallion, which is wanting to be with other horses and playing with when he is with other horses, especially if you are a bad rider. So for beginners, geldings are the best option if they are available. Stallions or mares, in so many cases, stallions are better. Why do they tell you to buy the mare? Because in their case, it's the best option, not in your case. We have a saying, actually it's not a saying, it's something that the Prophet said. He said, buy the females of horses, or buy mares, because there is honor on their backs and there is treasure in their bodies. There is honor on their backs and there is treasure in their body. Which means riding them is a noble thing. It it gives you honor, and in their bodies they carry foals and fillies, so you can sell them or sell them here. So it's a good thing to say, it's a good saying, but it has nothing to do with what I said. If you want to buy a mare and sell her and breed her, that's a good thing. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying don't ask the beginner to buy the mare just because when he wants to sell her, it's a good thing. Okay, but before selling her, maybe she will buck him off her back and hurt him. Tell him that. Why is that problem happening? Because most of horse people who will tell you what to buy and what not to buy are not riders. They are businessmen, businesswomen, not riders. They don't ride, they just sell and buy. So when it comes for selling and buying, they are the best. But in riding, they know nothing about horsemanship. And if you want to ride, if you want to buy a horse that you want to ride, that has nothing to do with business. So they should not give you their opinion. Their opinion has nothing to do with it. You should take the opinion of someone who did what you want to do, achieved what you want to achieve. So mare, stallion, gelding, it depends. Big, small, it depends. Arabian, cold blood, warm blood, hot blood, it depends on what you want. If I want the horse as an own horse, like my own horse, and he will die with me, I will not sell him, I'm not buying him to sell him with a better price, then why do I do what businessmen tell me to do? Are they right? They are right in their case, but they are dead wrong in your case. The same goes for you. So that's my opinion about buying new horses. Know what you want. Know who you should take your opinion from. Which people you should take your opinion from. Know how good you are in your way of riding, and what kind of horse you are able to handle or control or gain new trust with or get good results with. Then check the bloodline and the body of the horse. Then see his way of moving in the paddock. Of course, before that you have to check the injuries, if he's injured or not. Then when you buy the horse, or get the horse, if you are able to ride him before buying him, or at least before buying him, let someone ride the horse for you. Some people will not let you ride the horse before buying him because you will ride him, then you will not buy him. So you will say, I will not let you ride my horse. I cannot let anyone ride my horse or everyone ride my horse before buying him. And they will say, no, I don't want to buy him. Lots of people will ruin the horse. But at least watch someone ride the horse in front of you and judge. They are close from you when it comes for the way of riding, and still the horse is giving them what they want. So with you, he will be a good horse. But if he's hard to control with them, then he's hard to control with you. Unless you are a good rider, that's a completely different issue. So that's my opinion about choosing new horses. There are a lot of steps that you should do. All of them are under one, let's say one rule, one main thing, which is, the bottom line of it is, it doesn't matter what they think, it doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what you think and the people who want to achieve what you want think. So the opinions that matter in your case is your opinion, and people who have opinions better than your opinion, but they have the same goal that you have. For example, you are a show jumper, you need a more experienced show jumper's opinion. Right? In endurance riding, you need an endurance rider opinion, especially if he's more experienced than you. The same goes for jockeys and pleasure riders or whatever. So it depends on what you want and what you want to achieve, and knowing who to ask and who not to ask, knowing the opinions that agree with what you want and the opinions that has nothing to do with what you want or what you want to achieve. So it's a complicated matter, but a lot of people make mistakes in it or about it, because as I said before, when you want to buy a horse, you just want to buy him. The end justifies the means. When someone lies to you and convinces you with good words, you will believe them. You buy the horse, he injures you, you fall down, something bad happens, they blame you or they blame the horse. But the fact is, they should not blame the horse, they should not blame you, they should blame themselves. That will not happen. So a lot of beginners are just being the victim for this kind of behavior, but it's hard to change it because you have to go to each and every one of them and tell them that they are lying to you, they are lying to you, they are lying to you. It's hard to do that. So that's my opinion about choosing new horses. You have to care about these tips before buying the house. It's more important than what you think in so many cases, especially if you are looking for your own horse, a horse that you want to keep forever or for a long time, not a horse that you want to sell next week or next month. So that's my opinion about this issue or matter.